Good morning.
Morning.
We are at Postojna Cave, which is in Postojna in Slovenia. They're one of the largest, if not the largest, I can't remember. It was 8 years ago when we came here last time. But the largest limestone caves in the world. And you catch a little train into the caves. You go pretty deep into the mountains. I want to say it's like 5 kilometers in. I could be wrong. Sorry, just going over the water. The river's very full. We had a lot of rain yesterday. I didn't film a lot because it was just very, very wet. It just poured all day. But today, the morning is sunny. It rains again this afternoon, but we're going to try and get what we can done today in the morning. And then, yeah, we're heading to Postojna Cave, I think is how you pronounce it, this afternoon. We're going to stay there the night, and then we head to Zalec after that to go visit my family. But yes, we're at Postojna Cave this morning, and it's very cool. They're, yeah, limestone caves, and they've got like this special formation in there, which they're famous for. But yeah, we're going to that, and then we're going to go to Predjama Castle as well, which is a castle built into the mountains. Also very cool. Do we go that way? I'm trying to find the tickets. It's a bit of a maze to get from the car park up to the caves. Made it on the little train. We're just waiting at the section. The carriage is like this, and it's 2 to a seat. So we're currently on the train. It'll take off, and then we go into the caves. Yeah, fair way in. It gets very dark, but it's also very fun. And it gets very cold. Yeah, it's already a bit chilly. Yeah. And from memory, it's kind of like a slow roller coaster, but kind of a roller coaster. Like you go through the caves, and like there are points where you're almost like ducking because you're like, ooh, that feels like it's getting close to my head. You're obviously not going to smack your head. Yeah, yeah, it's like a little seatbelt in the bar. Yeah, they're like a little roll trip. Yeah, I know, everything seems wet. I don't know whether they've just cleaned them down or something, but I saw them outside maybe, and it was raining. True, actually. And I feel like we might be some of the first for the day. Actually, no, it opened at 9. So this might be the second journey in. Not too sure, but it's going to be fun. This is the little train that took us out. Train number 2. But it's amazing. It's huge. I'll obviously video more, but it is very cold in here, and there are big drops of rain that have seeped through because we had a lot of rain yesterday, and they've just slowly been dripping on us. But we're now starting the guided tour, so the guide will talk to us and tell us a bit about it. passing on. We're back on the train, just explored. What do you think?
It was amazing. It was really, really cool.
It's very, very impressive. It's just massive. Like it's huge how big the cave system is under here. Nice and cool and fresh. Still a lot of water just dripping like all over your face. Yeah, they're like big drops. They've probably got all the calcium and all the good things, all the good minerals on our face and in our eyes, everywhere. But no, it's been very cool, and it was an hour, roughly an hour, an hour and a half. But it's been good. And Matthias, he's really cute. He's been so lovely and very educational. But he's quite a sweetheart, so it's lovely. It's been a very good trip. Gotten lunch at the caves. We've come into the restaurant here, and there's like a sort of self-service area. So I've gone schnitzel with mashed potato, Caitlin went schnitzel and chips, and it's like a mountain of chips. I also got the beef soup with noodles, which is again very traditional kind of entree in Slovenia. Nan used to make this at like Christmas time or Easter time. You'd have this as like an entree. And they're like an egg noodle that they make, and then 7-Up. But this is lunch. We're going to have this before we head to Predjama Castle. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's a castle built into the side of a mountain, which is very cool. So we're going to eat this and then head there, and then head to Sofia Loka. So we found out in our tour that this river is actually the river that formed the formations in the cave. So this is the Pulka River, and it flows through here. It's flowing very thick and fast at the moment because of all the rain, so it's really noisy, but it's the river that formed everything in the cave, and there's actually 5 cave systems inside the cave. The biggest one is Postojna, which is the one we went for. But there you go, little fun fact. Alright, we've made it to Predjama Castle. The other car park's full, which means we have to park down the hill.
Park up the hill.
So it was a bit of a hike up, but it'll be a nice walk down.
Oh, maybe they're climbing.
Yeah. Maybe. Might be. I feel like they're trying to get fruit. There's some goats down there. You can't really see them now. There's a tree down there and there's some goats. And they were climbing up, like up against the tree to try and pick something from the branches. Actually, you might be able to see them. They've stopped for now, but they are down there. Just figured out my camera has been set to low or high aperture, I should say. It's very dark, so that's why all my videos have been so dark. But it should be better now. It should be working fine. Oh my gosh, bus is trying to turn around in this tiny car park. But we're here. We're just in the castle, and they've given us these little audio tours, and there's numbers on the wall that relate to what you're going to walk into. But it's really cool. As you're coming in, they've got these little things that they scan, and it will put what audio guide on it. So for example, we're English, so he literally just scans the back of this little audio guide on the like corresponding language card at the counter, and it puts it on there, and then you can listen to it in whatever language you listen to. So very cool. I need to think of a wish to set. So apparently if you ding the bell with a wish from the bottom of your heart, it will come true. I didn't bring my other camera. We've got Nonna Caitlin over here with a scarf around her head because it's cold. We're just out for a wander in Postojna Cave. There's a little church up on the top of the hill here, which is just glowing in the sun at the moment because the sun is setting. We did get like massive rain. And we literally arrived, checked into our booking.com, and then it just bucketed, like heavens opened. There was hail, so it's that cold, there's hail. And then we might have to cross over, get on the footpath. And now we're just coming out exploring because it's cleared up and the sun's come out. Look at the mountains over there. I feel like there is snow, like a light bit of snow on those mountains. Over the back there too. Right over the back, you can still see the mountains, like there. I'm filming on my iPhone because I left my other camera in the room, but it's lovely out exploring. It's 6 o'clock. The bells just went, but this is a very, very cute little town. So we've just purchased, it was €6 each. No, it ended up being €18 altogether. But you purchase a mug. We're in Zalec. You purchase a mug and it has a little code thing on the bottom of it. You get to keep the mug. So you buy the mug and then you take it over to, they have some fountains over there which we're heading across to. About to drop you. But then you put the beer glass underneath in the little pillar here, and it will fill up a deciliter of beer, and they're all local beers and you can try different ones, and yeah, you fill it up in the fountain. It's very cool. So there's like an actual fountain here, but then these are all the different beers that you can try. So that's to wash your glass and rinse it for the next one. Upside down mug. And then so these are the 6 different ones you try, so you get a deciliter of each of them. And you literally, you pop it in. That's alright, Ape Craft. So you're going to pop it in, you pop it on, and then the little tap comes down. Oh my god. Fills it up. So it senses that there's a, like, because it's got a little chip on the bottom of it. And then it will fill it, disappears, and then you take it. It's so fun. Yeah, fun. Yeah, I forgot to update you guys. We got to Lashko yesterday. So we went to the Postojna Caves in the morning, and then, wait, was that yesterday morning? The morning before? Morning before. Oh yeah, and then we went to Postojna Cave. Stayed there the night. Very cute little town. really like old cute painted buildings. We had massive rain and then we went out and explored after that, which was nice. And then yeah, we got to Lashko last night, so my family's from the Lashko area, and so we stayed last night. It was a bit rainy all day yesterday again. It's been very rainy
Until late
here.
afternoon.
Yeah, so we went out for a bit of a walk, and then today, I didn't vlog this morning, but we caught up with a relative. He's like a distant cousin. I don't want to break it all down.
Related somehow.
He's related. His name is Zigga, and we went and had brunch with him, which was really lovely. And I haven't seen him in 8 years, so that was nice. And he then recommended us, we did a little walk around, they've got a little lake near here, but he recommended we come and try the beer fountain in town, which is cool. So they're all brewed locally. It says beers brewed with Syrian hops, and this region of Slovenia is known for hops and growing hops. So yeah, it's been cool we literally just had a go at the fountain, and there's 6 beers to try, so we'll eventually sample them all. I'm not a massive beer drinker, but this one tastes okay for beer. Like I'm not sort of like, ugh, too beery. I won't drink them all though, because I am driving and I don't know what the alcohol content on any of them is. So I will definitely try them all though, because I think it's such a clever little concept, and it's just in the middle of the park. It's literally a fountains of beer next to a water fountain. But they have like little tables. There's also a little area so where you buy your mug from. There's also like a kebab place. And yeah, they do different food and that kind of thing here too. Or you can buy a pretzel from the where you buy your mugs from. But then we get to keep the mug, which is cute. And it does have, you sort of can't really see it, but it has Zalec engraved on it. And what does it say? It's all in Slovenian, so I don't actually know what it says. But it's cool, we get to keep the little mug as well. Yeah, so it's a bit of fun. This one's green. It was the ambassador one, and don't know what that means. I don't mind it. No. I like this one better than that one. That one's too beery. This one's
actual
like
beer, proper beer.
Yeah, which is why I don't like it. This one has a little bit of funk to it. It looks like Hulk piss. Shrek's urine. But I don't mind it. So, oh, the fountain's starting. Maybe he's turned it on. So, there's the beer fountains, and then this big one here came up before, and then they fill it with the kegs, and then he's just opened another little manhole, and the ladder, and he's gone down, and so underneath is where all the kegs are for all of the units, so that they can refill them and whatnot, because we are just in the middle of a park. So that's very cool. That's very fun to see.
It's very fun.
Yeah.
Such a good concept.
Yeah. And I don't know how long it's been here. I have to ask Zigga how long the beer fountain's actually been here for, because it's like a fully built structure. It's very, very cleverly done. And then each of the little beer fonty things must get lowered at night time, because there's one over there. Between the two, there's a little manhole on the edge, and it's down at the moment, so I think there must be another tap system under there, but they just don't have it active at the moment. But yeah, it's very cool, and there's even like a little, right on the end, a little fresh water where you can get some fresh water, drinking water as well. It's very, very clever. I'm really enjoying this in the middle of a park in a small town in Slovenia. And if you didn't know about it, it seems like a very local thing. You wouldn't know about it. You wouldn't sort of stumble across it, I don't think. Maybe on certain beer forums, like big beer drinker peeps may know about it.
But even if you're walking through the park, you wouldn't know exactly what it is.
No,
unless somebody told you.
And literally we were just like, okay, beer fountain, we walk over and we couldn't really see much. And then it was like, buy mug here. So I was like, Okay, so we buy the mug, and then we looked over here and it was like, it's literally a fountain.
Yeah.
So they're literally, yeah, fountains in a fountain. Yeah, it's very clever. There might be some, this might be a very European thing, and there might be some elsewhere around the world.
It's the first one we've seen, so it's exciting for us.
That's why it's very, very cool. And a very, very clever concept. So if anyone is a beer drinker,
maybe we should bring the concept to Australia. This can be the new...
Can you imagine though with RSA laws?
No, we wouldn't get it
There
passed.
is no way
we wouldn't get it
something
passed.
like this would happen in Australia. It'd be so heavily monitored. This is literally like school kids are walking past us. We're in the middle of a park. There is no fencing. People are just like coming to and from. There's like just a car park there, and like there's kids just wandering past. It's not sort of like, it's not like a festival. In Oz, like you could have something like this
as a pop-up.
As a pop-up in a festival
For sure.
kind of thing. But this is literally just in the middle of the park, in the middle of the city. Or not even city, town.
Yeah.
So
I'd love to see it in summer though, because they obviously do some pop-up food areas here. There's some stalls packed away. It's like a food
like
festival
markets or
market.
something, yeah, on like a Friday, Saturday, I feel. Well, they're open till, like that kebab
10?
place is open till midnight on Fridays and Saturdays. And I think this, yeah, beer fountain's open till about 10 or 11 on the weekend. So, yeah, it's very, very cool. And they have little, like little barrels as little tables. And, yeah. So, highly recommend if you want something a bit unique, if you haven't experienced something like this before and you find yourself in Slovenia near Zalec. It's kind of out of the way.
Very random.
It's not.
If you have a car,
you can get here.
Yeah.
But then you can't drink too much beer if you have a car.
No.
But you can just come and stay in Zalec for the night. Unless you're a passenger, which is Caitlin. But I'm not a massive beer drinker anyway, so it's worked out good. I've been able to try them all. This one's my favourite. It was the second one we tried. It was the Malt Grand, I think, or something. It's very fruity. Police are coming to get us.
Yeah.
Come to arrest us.
No, this is more light, fruity, zingy. And then they've got a good mix of the classic lager type of draft.
And there was a dark one, like a stouty ale thing. Ape something or other. But yeah, they're all very cool. I might go and video all of the different types of beer so you can try them if you come across them. But they're all a local beer. So yeah, they're all hops that are grown here. They're very cool. So this was the very beery one that Caitlin's having now. It's like the last one we tried in the thing. This one is the green one. This one was also beery. It was kind of lighter. I think this one was the very beery one, the Clef one, which Caitlin also liked. This is the one that I liked, Maltgrad, which was like, or Marligrad, I think it is. And then this one, oh, he's changed it. It was an ape something or other. So that one has been changed. That might be what he's doing down in the cellar at the moment. He might be changing the keg because he did come over and he fiddled with something here. So he's changed the badge. But the previous one was an ape something or other. So that one's different. Hello. So we are now heading to my nan's sister's place. So yesterday we caught up with my pop's cousin's family. And then today we're heading to nan's sister's. So I've met them before when I came out to Slovenia 8 years ago. But I'm excited to see them again. We went to the thermal springs here in Lashko this morning, which was really lovely, very relaxing. We opted for the sauna option. And not knowing, but very European sauna experience in that when you go in, you're not supposed to be wearing anything. And we were in our bathers, which it does say on the front, which we didn't realise till we got out of the sauna, that you're not supposed to wear clothes in there. And yeah, we were sort of surprised when a gentleman waltzed in fully naked and just sat legs spread directly in front of Caitlin in the sauna. So luckily we'd already been in there by ourselves. No one else was in there for a good 5-10 minutes. So we were already ready to get out. So that was a bit surprising, but quite entertaining. And then we went and had a swim in the thermal pools, which were really nice. Spent probably an hour and a half in there. And then we've come back, had a shower, gotten changed, and we're now heading to Loisika's house, which is a little house that my nan grew up in, along with her sister and her mum, or her 2 sisters, and her family, literally at the top of a hill here, which is going to be really cute. So we'll try and film the drive up. They've now bitumised the road. Last time we were there, it was dirt road the whole way up, so that was quite entertaining. But yeah, should be good.
Australia? Cheers, cheers.
So we just got back from my family's house, and it was so lovely. I didn't really video much, if anything. I took a couple of photos of some of the food we had, but yeah, it was just lovely to see them again, spend some time with them. My nan's sister is 90, so she's very old. She's still doing very well. She had COVID and she was very unwell, but she's good now, and she hopes, well, she did say as we were going, she's like, I hope that I'm still around when you come back again, and I hope she is too, because it'd be lovely to see her again, but it feels weird that you sort of say bye and you don't know. But it was lovely to spend the time with them while I could. And yeah, see them all again. A couple of them speak English, which helped, so they translated for us. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and they've given us lovely gifts. So we'll have a look at those now, and I need to pack them and post them back home. But yeah, very sweet. So had a lovely evening.